Processing Takeoff's death also means coming to terms with how he died. Tonight, one local woman is speaking out about the gun violence that stunned fans and also took her husband's life.
Our very own Karis Belger spoke with a woman who is now helping other folks cope.
Now it's just like a young black man whose life is senselessly ended.
For Ashley Johnson, the death of artist Kershnik Kari Ball, better known as Takeoff, hit close to home.
It's very triggering for me. I will say that not as triggering as earlier in my grief process, but it stings, it hurts.
Takeoff was killed in a shooting at a Houston bowling alley. Ashley says his death was a harsh reminder of what happened to her husband and the father of her children.
So I lost my husband to gun violence in 2020, February 19th to be exact.
She says the pain of losing a loved one so violently is different, in part because there can be so many unanswered questions.
Living with that unsettled feeling of what happened and is something going to happen to me is what makes the most difference between street grief and any other type of grief.
To cope, she started a podcast, Street Widows, to help other people work through similar experiences. Takeoff's fame means there are countless others she can identify with because of how he died and how young he was.
Will we ever get to a point where we see the value in these lives that we don't take them?
Ashley says community support is one of the best tools, and she hopes everyone who knew and loved Takeoff will work through the pain of his passing by leaning on each other.
Everyone who goes in that building is going to cry, they're going to mourn, but to have that positive reinforcement that we are celebrating a life, and he will always be here with his family, with the people who he loves, to look after them.
In Atlanta, Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.